wanted to share this. To love someone else is easy, but to love what you are, the thing that is yourself, is just as if you were embracing a glowing red hot iron. It burns into you, and that is very painful. Therefore, to love somebody else in the first place is always an escape, which we all hope for. And we all enjoy it when we are capable of it. But in the long run, it comes back on us. You can't stay away from yourself forever. You have to return, have to come to that experiment to know whether you really can love. That is the question, whether you can love yourself. And that will be the test. It's from Reads with Ravi. Page is also really, it's basic. He talks about basic stuff in our life, expressing the wisdom within my soul. For example, here, I hate myself. I need to pretend to be someone else. Hating myself is the only way I can improve. I'm just too lazy. Are you really lazy, or are you just burned out from trying so hard? Why does healing take so long? I need to do this alone. Oh yeah. I'm scared of what they will think of me. I don't know who I am anymore. Why am I always behind everyone else? Why is everything going wrong in my life? Why am I sad all the time? I don't want to forgive them. I'm exhausted, but I need to keep on going. I wish I had more discipline. I can't love myself. No, Ang, you can, but you are still stuck trying to find things about yourself that are worth loving. You must change your mindset from I can't find anything worth loving about myself to even if I can't say reasons to love myself, I still am. If you want to fall in love with the person that you are, then you can't hate the experiences that shaped you. You can love yourself for no reason. Love is timeless, and so you can give it to yourself right now, not when you become worthy of it, because you were always worthy of it. So treat yourself as a close friend with love, with respect, and you deserve it. Insta page, electric being. When I go to skin specialists and doctors, and they're like, use sunscreen, use that SPF, and use that and that, and I'm tired of it because sun feels good on skin. I would rather do my own research, which I always say, do your own research. Think on your own versus what we have been told, program in doctrine, what you are supposed to think. So, the sun is not your enemy. After several months on a MUCUS-less diet with sun baths, we look like Indians, and people believe that we belong to another race. Arnold Ehret. His books, so that's him, 1866 to 1922. MUCUS-less diet, healing system, rational fasting, the cause and cure of human illness, the definite cure of chronic constipation, story of my life, thus speak the stomach and the tragedy of nutrition, the definite cure of chronic constipation, physical fitness, thus superior diet, fasting, physical fitness, MUCUS-less diet. I think he's available on that library. We are meant to be in the sun. If God didn't want man to be under it, you would be nocturnal. Ironically, people think they need unnatural cancer causing chemicals, which is sunscreen, unnatural sunglasses, unnatural clothing to protect them from their natural environment. In reality, people are paying for karmic violation against nature. What you eat either has an alkaline, hydrating effect or acidic, dehydrating result. Basic, acid. While mucus is its natural state protects the body. When you eat against nature, excess mucus forms as a protective response to those unnatural foods. Thus, excess doesn't just clog your system, it suffocates your cells, drive oxidative stress, leaving your skin more sensitive to the sun. So it isn't the sun that burns you, it's the internal swamp of toxins, biofilm, parasites, candida, and waste you have allowed to build up. Cleans that out and you become more tolerable of the sun. As you align with a whole food, water-rich, electromagnetic diet, your water-based electromagnetic body harmonizes again, making you more resilient to the sun, regardless of complexion. Yeah, there is this colonized thinking white skin is pretty and brown skin or other shades are not. And it's really weird when you go to foreign countries, they're like, brown skin or dark skin, and we like under, British, we Indians, Pakistanis, Indians. I don't know about Bangladeshi, but we have this thinking white skin is pretty, brown skin has. It's not. In short, eliminate processed, refined foods, ditch the seed oils, eat more raw, hydrating food, and use herbal brooms to cleanse your colons. Has a parasite and intestinal formula that flushes up to 5 to 10 pounds of waste from the colon your first cleanse. Gradually increase your tolerance to the sun with periodic sunbathing. Replace toxic sunscreens with natural alternatives like organic coconut oil or carrot seed oil. Remember, food is meant to be eaten in its natural state. Simple. No products, no labels, straight from the source. Everything prepared by man or supposedly improved by him is evil. Arnold Ehret. The sun doesn't harm you. You harm you through an improper relationship with sun from your sedentary lifestyle, inflammatory foods. It's important to have a clean diet, but you also need to have a clean colon. You can find 100% organic full herbal protocols to reset to your gut. Here's the appendix, ending colon, transverse colon, descending colon, sigmoid colon, anus. I had obese patients that eliminated from their body as much as 50 to 60 pounds of waste and 10 to 15 pounds alone from the colon, mainly consisting of foreign matters, especially old, hardened feces. The average so-called healthy person of today carries continually with them since childhood several pounds of never eliminating feces, and one good stool a day means nothing. A fat, sick person is in fact a living cesspool. Ew. The direct rays of the sun on the naked body supply the electricity, energy, and vitality to the human storage battery, renewing it in vigor, strength, and virility. The sunbath is an excellent invisible waste eliminator. That's why they said it causes you cancer. And it rejuvenates the skin, causes it to become silk-like and coloring it a natural brown. Then you think, why only the white color is pretty? Who brainwashed us? Bill Pasteur, 1917, with his philosophy on raw food and nudism was one of the many German immigrants who invented the hippie lifestyle. The cleaner you are, the more you will enjoy the sunbath, the more you will remain. You will also find that you can stand it much warmer. Short, cool shower or cool rub with a towel dampened in the cold water immediately after the sunbath is good. I'm talking about this guy. So yeah, Sebastian Ray. That's his file. You can get it from his website, totally free. So complete parasite detox, how and when to parasite cleanse, table of content. What are parasites? How do we get infected with parasites? Signs and symptoms of parasitic infection, 6-week parasitic protocol, parasite diet off and how to avoid symptoms, parasite detox diet, signs your cleanse is working. What after your parasite detox? Husband, wife, and sharing the story. Parasites. How do we get infected? Where do parasites live in the body? Signs and symptoms: cancer, skin bumps, rashes, poor sleep, bedwetting, grinding teeth, drooling at night, weight issues, increased appetite, cravings, especially sugar, meat cravings, food sensitivities, abdominal pain, constipation, bloating, gas, diarrhea, passing a womb in your stool, rash, itching around the rectum, nausea, vomiting, deficiencies, anemia, low B vitamins, low B vitamin. It also reminds me of Cultivate, Elevate, Share Something book on cancer. Itches and pains, allergies, dark circles under eyes, feeling tired, fatigue, headache, migraines, memory loss, biting fingernails. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, first cleansing, bowel sport, rest phase, 5 and 6 weeks, second cleansing phase, preparation phase. Okay, that was before. About alchemy roots, and then parasite die-off symptoms, how to avoid them. Belly massage with castor oil. Signs your cleanse is working. You will be eliminating more than usual. Bloating and indigestion will begin to clear. You may experience parasite die-off symptoms, increased energy, mental clarity, greater sense of well-being, warm passing in your stool. Many foods that have anti-parasitic properties: garlic, onion, pumpkin seeds, papaya seeds, fermented foods, thyme, oregano, ginger. So that's him. Intriguing. His life story and how he's sharing. And there's another of his page, which is, so he's talking about basic stuff. It makes sense if you start looking into anything. Everything connects. I was talking about the book, but it was something to do with B17. Where will I find it? Yeah, this is another good page, Cultivate Elevate. He talks about pretty much everything. Fragrance, he's talking about perfume, why our body odor is not natural, COVID and 5G. Microplastics, she's talking about what is neurodivergence. Monday, herbs harvestation. Mars Day, Tuesday is for making tinctures. Saturn Day, Saturday is for root digging, darker, deeper. You know, we are supposed to live with the season. This is the book he's talking about. Yeah. The story of vitamin B17, world without cancer. So again, B17, raw meat and diabetes. We want to live. And this was really interesting, the breastfeeding. You know, when you as a mother is angry, is in fear, you shouldn't feed. Yeah, this is the book that I came across. I was just trying to understand it. Just like TERRA INFINITA trilogy. It's available on Z Library free. The way they couldn't tell the truth. Aldous Huxley wrote it. Brave New World. They say it's fiction, like it's a novel, it's a fantasy. But it doesn't seem like that because it's happening right now in 2025. It's talking about like we are in here. This is important. HyperBorea, Winter North. This is Pole South, the ice barrier. So this is known land. And then there are a couple of people which come out of that. There is a ice wall barrier. There's a from where you can get out of this. Whoever those custodians, Annunaki are, they have made it to control us. Why do they want to control us? It talks about those statues. I'm sharing this because it's also overlapping with the book that I'm reading. This one. I'm linking these all. So this book and what are these rumbles talking? What Santos Bonacci is talking? Like it seems like America is the actual Egypt. This book and the map, it's all interlinked. That's what I'm trying to say. So here it's talking about those statues made up of marble. What kind of marble? Like dresses are made up of marble. That thin, soft marble. How did they? You can't separate politics, religion, and commerce. So whenever you go to the history, to the foundation, like from the root where the problem starts, it's always those custodians cause the problem. And we people who are not truly educated, we don't know how this world works. We react because they know the enemies, us. They know how to manipulate our mind. We ask for the solution and they give us the solution. We're just playing in their hands. It's almost like 300 years. War on America from 7-8 countries of Europe. And then alcohol. America is ancient Egypt. Pyramids, what's going on, Grand Canyon. How to escape the Matrix, Jordan Maxwell. Like when we come out of our mother's womb, we are what? How should I say it? They own us. We are slaves. Why? The security number, security card number. Then the nuclear hoax, Cultivate Elevate also talks about it. He also referred to the book, which talks about nuclear hoax. Timeline deception, the air lost empire of Tartaria versus today's noise pollution aeroplanes. The whole last century, 19th century, and the last century, 20th century, it was all asymmetric wars. Just like they have given different names to Tartarian buildings, which is actually the collaboration of giants, giant humans, and humans. News is fake. How much history, lies. This is all I wrote from the Jordan Maxwell video. Yeah, he's talking about Congress, the catchphrases, the maritime law, the court, the aspect before the word sword, because words can kill you. The bench, the bank in court, the commerce, the fence gate in court. When you open it with your hands, the water gate, the law of land, the law of water, the rule of water. So rule of land versus rule of maritime versus slaves versus being sovereign. And this is the best so far. This is the best video, if you're not into reading books and if you want to know, he's connecting all the dots. What happened in the middle of last century, why they shifted that 440 hertz, everything. Because it's disconnecting our heart and mind, specifically this intuitive right hemisphere. Why are we into hysteria? I'm just connecting it to there. So this is a must. That's all. Thank you.